football on CBS Sports Network. Presented by Geico. From Marlins Park, in the heart of the 305, Miami and FIU. This is a backyard rivalry. Football in a ballpark in the heart of Little Havana. The Miami Hurricanes will kick it off, coming off a brilliant performance 2 weeks ago where they dominated Louisville, and their crosstown rivals, the little brothers, if you will, FIU, looking for some respect and an upset. Rich Waltz, Aaron Murray, Amanda Balionis. Welcome to Marlins Park. Bubba Baxa with a kick. And Napoleon Maxwell takes a knee. Bring on the cow. Chick-fil-A. Starting lineup. FIU has a terrific quarterback in James Morgan.
Well, the first thing about quarterbacking 101 is be a leader. And as soon as he stepped into that locker room a year ago, he was the leader. Guys respect him, the way he shows up each and every day to work, watching film over and over and over. And hey, listen, he has a big arm. He can make all the throws you want when it comes to playing in this game.
Panthers are a 500 team at 5-5 and 3-4 in Conference USA. There are Hurricane fans, there are Panther fans, and this should be a loud and fun environment. First play on the ground, Napoleon Maxwell. Really good running backs for FIU.
And for FIU, it's win first and second down. This is a very talented Miami defense. You don't want to be behind the chains. You don't want to be third and long, so run the ball effectively. This offensive line, they're going to have their hands full going against a talented front seven.
Marlins Park, built on the site of the former Orange Bowl, former home of the Miami Hurricanes and the Dolphins and the Super Bowl and the Orange Bowl, and all of that history wrapped up. Devontae Price on a swing pass is out to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Shaq Quarterman, a terrific middle linebacker for Miami, made the stop.
And we're already seeing 2 plays in the speed of this defense. This is the Miami defense that I grew up watching. Physical, fast, big guys, a lot of length on the outside, and they just want to knock the helmet off any offensive player that crossed that line of scrimmage.
Third down 5, first possession, FIU. Morgan, the transfer from Bowling Green, has had an outstanding season. And on 3rd and 5, Miami has a great pass rush, and Price is caught and dropped. And coming up to make that stop, it looked like Gregory Rousseau.
And Blake Baker, defensive coordinator from Miami, is smiling right now because that was a mesh concept, something that's really hindered this defense, has given them troubles this entire season. They worked hard the entire off week preparing for it.
That is DJ Ivey, one of the defensive backs, the corner for the University of Miami. This Miami defense is outstanding. You talked about the speed. Of course, Blake Baker is their defensive coordinator, but their head coach, Manny Diaz, been the defensive coordinator here with Mark Richt for 3 years, and he still spends a lot of time with this defense. First possession, 3 and out for FIU. Trey Tucker is deep. Tommy Heatherly, the punter, has a big leg. That was Tucker. He'll be kicking out towards right field here at Marlins Park. And a good high kick. Tucker, fair catch. First possession now for Miami. Rich Waltz, along with Aaron Murray. Amanda Balionis is down below. This is a really cool scene. And for you, you are a Florida native. I'm sure you grew up watching games from this Orange Bowl site.
Yeah, it's awesome. My family from Miami. My parents actually went to FIU, and just being here, being in this ballpark, I know being on the field before the game with the players, they're all excited, they're giddy. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful night, and you got 2 fun football teams playing.
If this Miami offense is anything like they were against Louisville, look out. Williams' throw on the money. Caught there. KJ Osborne for Miami. Hit at the 33. and tumbles down about the 31. They're going to mark this football out to the 34. It's a gain of 5.
And they're going to use the play action pass, bootlegs, utilize Williams' ability to get outside the pocket. Great job, defender in his face, be able to flip that left shoulder around to be able to get square up and throw an accurate ball right there to get this to second and medium.
How good was Jaron Williams against Louisville? 6 touchdowns, no interceptions.
ACC record. He was on fire. Nothing could go wrong for him a couple weeks ago.
Second down, 5. Williams again. Fires it. It's picked up. He threw it away. Stanley Thomas Oliver for FIU inside the 20. Goodness. A turnover right out of the chute.
This FIU defense, they're going to play man in these corners. Brown and Stanley Thomas Oliver, they are long. They're going to get in your face. And all this is an RPO with a slant, with a bubble with the 2 receivers. If the box is loaded, which is, you're going to throw the slant. The receiver just gave up on the route. You got to fight through that man-to-man coverage, cross the DB's face, and go make a play for your quarterback. He gave up. And as a quarterback, you're expecting your receiver to be there on the slant.
A rare interception, just the 4th of the year for Jaron Williams and FIU at the Miami 18. Morgan back at the controls. On a shotgun snap, lots of time, fires it, caught there. Shamar Thornton is out of bounds. Is down close to the 10. The other part of this historic night is Butch Davis, the head coach for FIU, had an outstanding run as the head coach at Miami. Built a national championship team, though he didn't get to coach it. And he told us yesterday, to win this game, if they get a break, they have to come away with points.
When they said when they get in the red zone, they must get points. They must get touchdowns. Field goals are not going to win this game against this Miami team who can score pretty fast.
From the 11, 2nd and 3. Morgan in trouble. Little dump-off pass. That's Maxwell. And, man, as he blasted there, Romeo Finley with great closing speed.
Morgan not the most athletic, but good enough feet to get it on the move. Great job just retreating right there, throwing up for his running back. And right here, 3rd and manageable. You got some good running backs, physical, big guys. See if they're able to muster in and get a first down and make this 1st and goal.
Just short of the 1st down. It's 3rd down and less than a yard. Morgan waiting for a play to come in. And the play clock's down to 10.
Yeah, they're going to burn a timeout here. This is too important for them to waste this opportunity to possibly put 7 points on the board.
Play clock down. Butch Davis says timeout. And they'll diagram a 3rd down and 1. Big surprise early here in Miami. An FIU interception on Miami's first possession has the Panthers knocking on the doorstep. 3rd down and less than a yard at the Miami 8-yard line. Aaron Murray, what are you drawing up?
I think everyone in the ballpark is expecting a run. The heart and soul of this offense are the running backs. It's Maxwell, it's Jones. So what do? Maybe a little play action. Get your quarterback, James Morgan, on the move. Use the speed of Miami's defense against them as they expect probably a run down the middle for them to get the 1st down.
It's Maxwell in the backfield. Out of the pistol is Morgan. Hard count, and Maxwell. Hammered. My goodness, Rousseau knocked Deontay Demery right into him, and now it's 4th down.
To me, this defensive line, they do such a great job recreating the line of scrimmage. You see 4 or 5 defensive linemen, 2-3 yards in the backfield. That allows then the defensive linemen, those guys, to hunt to get downhill.
And that was David O'Meara, actually, the tight end, who drew the brunt of Rousseau and ended up in the face of Maxwell. And Jose Borregales with 29-yard field goal. And Borregales knocks it through. FIU strikes first. How about this? The little brother is on the board. 3-0.
In college football, a select group of schools stand out as truly elite. And no state, I mean no state, boasts more than the great state of Florida. And I don't need a script for this part. There is no doubt that none shine brighter than that U. That's true right there, buddy.
Irvin's got it. Irvin's free. Touchdown, Miami.
Ray Lewis told us, just bring it on.
Ray, tonight, the Magic City hosts the South Florida statement game. Miami versus FIU. This neighborhood rivalry will take center stage at a different venue. Marlins Park, the old stomping grounds of Hollow Ground Orange Bowl. Sacred ground. Sacred ground. 305 is alive tonight.
Indeed it is, right in the heart of the 305. Marlins Park on the site of the Orange Bowl. Football in a baseball ballpark. And with the challenges of that, here's our Amanda Balionis. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Rich. And there are some challenges. The most talked about one probably is right here in the end zone. There is limited space between the back of the end zone and on this side, the third base dugout. On the other side, it's the right field wall. Both coaches said they pointed this out to their players during walkthroughs earlier this week. The other challenge is the lighting. This is very different lighting in a baseball park compared to a football stadium. So punt returners may see some challenges there with their eye lines, as well as any deep, long passes as well. And the third thing, you might have noticed that those balls are going right through the uprights with no mesh. That's because the Marlins grounds crew decided the fans, they need to catch some balls, even if they're not baseballs, Rich.
That's right, Amanda. That's a baseball tradition. You don't have to throw them back. It's a souvenir. Aaron Murray, you walked the field. What did you see with the lights that are in the end zones and you don't usually see that?
It's going to be tough for punt returners and any deep balls that are kind of what we call a three ball, up and down, the post routes, go balls. These receivers, they lose it for a split second.
Good strong kick. And Miami will bring it out to the 25-yard line. Eye vision from VSP. Now, when you talk about Jaron Williams, aside from that interception,
he's pretty darn good. When he can stay in the pocket, you see the balance. They really worked on his footwork in the offseason, being able to stay balanced and then drive that right hip through. Right here, I'm not blaming this totally on him. He went to the right way. Boxes loaded, RPO, it's a number count. You're taught to throw the slant bubble on the outside. His receiver must fight through that man coverage.
Possession number 2. DJ Dallas, talented running back. In the backfield, this is Dallas sneaking his way through, across the 30, out to the 35, and he almost breaks it. That's 14 yards for the junior out of Brunswick, Georgia.
And Dallas is a very patient runner. You see him right here, allow everything to set up, and then explode through the hole in the guard trap. And then the power to get the first down.
That was a rare turnover forced by FIU. Their 9th interception. They're not a big play defense. They are a bend and not break defense.
And that's going to be the goal tonight. As we see a man down here for FIU in their defense.
Butch Davis is out. Yeah, Butch Davis told us the defense is, hey, we're kind of like, let's just keep everything in front of us. That's easier said than done against a team with the speed of Miami.
Well, and the receivers and the tight ends, and I'm telling you, we talk about the defense and how fast those guys are for University of Miami. The offense is the same way. Receivers and tight ends, these guys are athletic, and FIU wants to play man coverage, and they're not afraid either. They got the length. They feel like they have the speed to match up, but if you miss, be ready for some deep balls.
Play action Williams. Lots of time. Now scrambling to the 40, into the slide. Not quite at second base, but somewhere in center field. Chick-fil-A starting lineups. Williams' numbers have been terrific against Florida State and Louisville.
Well, taking care of the football. I know you had to pick to start this game on the first possession, but doing a great job as a young quarterback, not turning it over, very accurate. Love his pocket presence. It's just he's getting better and better every week. Last time out, 6 touchdowns versus Louisville.
Redshirt freshman, Lawrenceville, Georgia. Second down 6. He'll pull it, fire it, and it's deflected. And again, FIU gets a hand on the throw. Jamal Gates, FIU linebacker. Some weapons, especially Mike Harley.
We go back to the speed. Mike Harley in the slot. He's going to get matched up with some safeties. He may get matched up with a linebacker here or there. But as you saw that last play, they love the RPO or a little play action where you'll see seam routes down the middle of the field. Harley's pretty darn good. You got to be ready for him every time he's lined up in the slot.
They're down 6. Miami at their own 43. Williams steps in, fires, caught. Not enough for the first down. That's Harley. Sage Lewis, the middle linebacker, made the hit. This is going to be 4th down and about 2.
And it's good to see Sage Lewis out there. He's running around. He's healthy. First 6 games of the season, the coaching staff was telling us yesterday, he was banged up. He wasn't himself. Last couple weeks playing his best football of the year. And right there, great job. They understood where the sticks were. 3rd and medium. Let's plant our feet right there, keep everything in front of us, and then rally to make the tackle.
Lou Headley, tattooed from head to toe, the Australian who owned a tattoo shop and played Aussie rules football before he decided to try punting. And that is a gorgeous punt. Look at that. From the run. That's a 52-yard punt with more carry than that as it landed in the end zone. FIU gets the football. They've got the lead. 3-0. A look outside Marlins Park. Rolling windows are open, roof is open, and this place is bouncing right now. Our Ryan keys to the game. Aaron Murray?
I think we all remember Miami, it seems like forever ago, but versus Florida, the inability to protect. They continue to improve at the offensive line. I want to see that tonight. Great pressure up front. These guys are monsters there. And if FIU run the football, get to 3rd and manageable, and then the key for the defense, limit those big plays down the field, the post routes, the seams, the go balls, be able to match up one-on-one with these talented receivers and tight ends.
Aaron, meet Mike Morton. Mike is wearing our camera, our field eye camera, for some cool looks, and we appreciate him wearing the camera, and he appreciates the CBS Sports per diem that he's earning tonight. This is a danger zone for any offense facing this Miami defense. Morgan, lots of time, fires short, caught there, Shamar Thornton, and Thornton has a gain of about 4. Now, the Panthers have some weapons. Their best receiver is usually in the slot, Tony Gator.
Yeah, Tony Gator, 34 receptions, 2 touchdowns on the season. He's just so patient. Loves to run what we call a choice route. He'll run about 4 or 5 yards up. He'll sit versus zone, and versus man, he can either break in or break out. And just his timing with James Morgan has been fun to watch this season.
Impressed by the time that Morgan has had to throw. Miami has 37 sacks on the season. They had 3 against Louisville and 9 3 weeks ago at Florida State. Shotgun blitz, everybody coming. Morgan with time, flares it out, and it's incomplete. Jones was in the pattern, and so was Romeo Finley of the University of Miami. What a defense this is. Where do you want to start? How about Rousseau, who's just a freshman, but he could be a first-round pick?
I would say anyone on this defense we could talk about right now, but Gregory Rousseau, 15.5 TFLs, 12 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. Those 12 sacks lead the ACC. You get to 3rd and long situations like this. As an offense, I want to see what the plan is. Are you going to chip him with a running back? Are you going to chip him with a tight end? Because if you leave him one-on-one on an island with a tackle, you can have a big night.
3rd down 7. Miami brings 5. Morgan time on the money. Caught there. That's Gator from the slot out across the 40. 1st down FIU. Trajan Bandy made the stop.
There's Gator in the slot. Just let him do some work. Very patient, great job at the top. The linebacker loses him as soon as he gets over top, and you see the quick feet right there. He's going to be the big matchup for this Miami team. They got to stop him.
Morgan has looked sharp. And this offensive line, remember, has given up just 13 sacks. On the ground, Anthony Jones, the senior out of Central High School here in Miami. There is so much Miami talent on the field, so much South Florida talent, so much state of Florida talent in this game.
So much speed. I mean, I'm down there in the warm-up just watching Patton go. We're just QBs throwing go balls to receivers to get loosened up. I'm like, there's some athletes out here. There's some playmakers. We've already seen some fun plays so far.
48-yard line, FIU, on 2nd down and 5. Morgan throws again, dive and a catch and a 1st down, and that's Gator again to the 46.
And this is the FIU version of the RPO, the run-pass option. If you're going to put 7 guys in the box, you got a slant and a bubble on the outside by your 2 receivers. Great job with the quarterback with the accuracy.
There he is, Manny Diaz, Born and raised in Miami. His father was the mayor of Miami. Climbed through the ranks as an assistant football coach, defensive coordinator here for Mark Richt for 3 years, head coach this year. And impressive in our meetings yesterday. 1st and 10, FIU into Miami territory with a 3-0 lead. Morgan steps up, fires it, incomplete. And it will bring up 2nd down and 10. How is this offensive line going to protect him?
Well, you've seen some quick passes. That's going to be the key right now. Get the ball out of James Morgan's hands. These slant routes, the option routes, or the choice routes we talked about with Tony Gator in the slot, and then run the football. Get to 3rd and manageable. That way you're not having to take a 3 or 5 or 7 step drop and hoping your receivers can get open down the field.
2nd down and 10. Morgan 7 of 9, 38 yards. And they'll keep it on the ground to the 43-yard line. Actually, mark it on the 44.
And now Miami comes out with what they call the Prowler personnel. They put out their best 11 people. Doesn't matter who it is. Blake Baker says every single Wednesday the guys are excited. Like, what's in the Prowler package this week? What crazy, unique, exotic blitzes are we going to do?
That 3rd down defense has been good for Miami. And you're right. Exotic, fun.
You'll see right there, 2 down. Got 3 or 4 linebackers standing, a bunch of fast DBs out there to man up too. Looks like 2-man.
Jimmy Johnson would love this. Here they come. Morgan stands tall, got a man. It's caught there by Thornton, and he's got a 1st down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And James Morgan is having a night.
Yeah, it's just a run it round the outside. It's an 8-yard hitch route, 2 yards deeper than a normal hitch. It's man-to-man, 2 deep. Cover 2-man, and you just beat your guy there. Outside throw. And 2-man, the quarterbacks and DBs are going to be playing inside leverage. So anything to the outbreak or a throw like that where it's to the left shoulder, there's a good chance of a completion.
12 sacks in their last 2 games. Miami's defense is used to getting to quarterbacks. They haven't yet. Morgan going to throw it up. And it's incomplete. Darius Scott. And that was a linebacker, Romeo Finley, chasing him.
And we can already tell, we talked about FIU's defense earlier about how much man they want to play in this football game, how much man they played this season. So far, this Miami defense is the same way right now. They feel great with their athletes on the back end, saying we are going to match up man-to-man, and you're going to have to beat us off the line of scrimmage.
They are in range of Jose Borregales, whose career long is 53. This would be about a 47-yarder. Jones in the backfield. 2nd down 10. Morgan with more time. Ball's deflected and incomplete. Michael Pinckney, the senior out of Jacksonville, got a hand on it.
And Quarterman obviously gets all the attention for this defense, a guy that's played a lot, but Pinckney is pretty darn good. He's roaming all over the place. Great job. If you can't get to the quarterback, get your big old paws up there to knock the football down. And once again for FIU, driving. They had the turnover earlier, got to the red zone. Driving right now. They got to get touchdowns. You can't just continue to settle for field goals. Let's see if they got some magic set up here.
10th play of the drive.
That Gator right here in the slot.
Quick pop there. That's Thornton, and he's got the 1st down. And more. And touchdown, FIU. Shamar Thornton from James Morgan. There's your touchdown.
There's a touchdown. If you can't block them, what do? You run a screen, use their speed against them. And look at Tony Gator, number 16, bucking up a lot. Cornerback right there, getting the big block for his buddy to bring Thornton for the touchdown.
What an impressive drive. 11 plays. 80 yards. FIU has come to play tonight. Miami has all the history on this site, but right now it's the Panthers with a quick start.
Yeah, and Thornton showing some speed, showing some quickness, breaking a couple tackles, and this FIU team has come to play here tonight, up 10-0.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. By Verizon, the network more people rely on. And by Chick-fil-A's new mac and cheese. Your dinner plans just got cheesier.
This is a great ballpark here in the middle of Little Havana in Miami. Marlins Park. Derek Jeter, the 5-time World Series champion and the CEO of the Marlins now. And a good crowd. Miami fans, FIU fans. Right now, FIU is in command. Long touchdown drive. James Morgan was terrific, and Shamar Thornton takes it in for the touchdown. Borregales will kick it off. And you can see the configuration with the one end zone, as Amanda pointed out, up against the third base dugout. The other end zone up against the right field wall. This is Tucker, going to bring it out. Spins away from a tackler and does get across the 20 to the 23-yard line. Let's go down again to Amanda Balionis. Amanda?
Thanks, Rich. To say this FIU sideline was excited during that drive and after that touchdown would be an understatement. The entire team was standing up, going crazy. The security guards on the sideline were getting high fives from everybody, but the coaching staff was doing a good job of telling them to calm down. Remember, Butch Davis told us in meetings earlier this week they have a chance to really get mentally fatigued, so they're trying to balance that out.
All right, thank you, Amanda. And one thing to note, both teams have their own sidelines. Many times when you have football in a baseball park, both teams have to share a sideline. DJ Dallas around the left side. Flag is down. Dallas has a 10-yard gain, but the flag is back near the line of scrimmage. Isaiah Brown made the stop for FIU.
Illegal shift against the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
One thing to note, Aaron Murray. Miami, and this is the third game they've played after a bye week this year. Miami has been awful in first quarters after a bye week in their 2 previous.
It's crazy to me still the fact that they've had 3 bye weeks this season. It's such a long year, especially when you play week 0 versus Florida. That's an extra bye, and then you throw in 2 more after that. You think they'd be fresh, they'd be excited, they'd be ready to go. They just came off a big win versus Louisville, and they just show up flat in the first quarter of these games.
First down and 15 after the penalty. Cameron Harris in the backfield. Williams on play action is flushed. Ooh, that looks like a face mask. Damon Moore got to the quarterback, but it looked like he got an awful lot of face masks, and that's going to cost FIU. There are 2 flags down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 97, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for this defense. Great job splitting the guard and tackle. And that's an obvious with the left hand grabbing the face mask. When you play an offense like Miami, you can't give away free yards.
That's dangerous. That's a first down. It moves the football out to the 33. Williams threw a pick, a rare pick, on the first drive by Miami. That turned into 3 points. FIU with an 80-yard drive their next possession. Williams little dump off. That's Cameron Harris to the 40. Breaks a tackle, sidesteps another. Gets a boost from his buddy. And is out close to midfield. Daniel Jackson made the stop for FIU.
And Danny Enos talked about, I asked him, I was like, hey, I love your screen game. And look at the eye candy. He said, hey, we're going to use a little bit of eye candy, distract the linebackers, distract the safeties. You saw it right there, the jet sweep. Get those guys looking one way. We got the screen going back the other way. Offensive lineman got some speed to go downhill. And another big first down to get this drive, continue to get this drive moving down the field.
There's the defense for FIU, the offensive coordinator for Miami. He has made a real impact, not only with Jaron Williams, but the entire quarterback room and this Miami offense, who really the last 2 games found their stride. Harris again, left side, busts across midfield, ends up at the 44. Olin Cushion III made the stop. Chris Whitaker, a pass rusher who wasn't eligible till the 5th game of the season.
Yeah, Kentucky transfer, he's there, and this staff is excited to see what he can do. They said, listen, Aaron, he is like an SEC defensive end. He has speed, he has strength. 2 sacks so far this season, 4 TFLs. He's looking to get a couple more here tonight.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Miami's been rotating running backs on this series. DJ Dallas is back there now, and straight ahead he goes. And Dallas is inside the 35, down to the 30. Isaiah Brown brings him down. Flag down, well behind the play and well after the whistle. There is history between these two schools.
I was about to say, getting a little testy already here in the first quarter.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct against the defense, number 6. This is his first unsportsmanlike foul, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Alexi Jean-Baptiste, another in-season transfer from Arkansas. The first time they met in 2006, right here in the Orange Bowl, there was a nasty brawl between Miami and FIU.
And that's 30 yards on this drive that you've given away on a face mask, and then right there a little extra once the whistle was blown. Once again, you can't give away free yards against this Miami team. All of a sudden, 30 yards, you're marching, and now you're in the red zone.
Neither coach yesterday thought that that history would manifest itself here tonight, which is good news. And first down, Dallas spins away from the hit, trying to get the edge, and does, and kicks up the sideline and has 10 more yards. Miami's on the doorstep. Sage Lewis made the hit.
And that was all DJ Dallas right there. Great job breaking a couple tackles. There's one, stays up, big strong legs.
We have great looks here tonight. We have a sky cam above, a terrific reverse, super slow-mo.
Got all the toys. We're in Miami. You got to have all the toys.
That's right. Dallas straight ahead to the 2. Final seconds, first quarter, and a surprise start in what for some is a backyard rivalry. Miami, of course, the big brother FIU, looking for some respect.
Well, I think they've kind of poked the bear, I guess you could say, here in the first quarter. Showing up, getting the pick, putting 10 points on the board, pitching a shutout right here. Let's see what they can do in the second quarter, see if they can hold Miami from a touchdown.
Manny Diaz and his Miami Hurricanes. Sebastian's here too. Miami, FIU, Marlins Park, site of the Orange Bowl. Man, this is fun. Start your Sundays with that other pregame show as the Tops crew breaks down the latest news from every game on the NFL schedule tomorrow 8 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Downtown Miami. How's the weather? Come on, it's Miami. And our weather's brought to you by B&W Trailer Hitches. 76 degrees, absolutely perfect. Roof is open, rolling windows are open. Marlins Park is bouncing.
It's humid though. You know this Georgia boy over here ain't used to this humidity down here in South Florida.
You grew up in Tampa.
I know, but I haven't lived in Tampa in about 10 years.
This is how I like it. Now Miami on the doorstep. Jaron Williams with DJ Dallas behind him. 3 tight end look. Dallas hits, and he's not going to get there. This is going to bring up 3rd down and goal. If you're just joining us, FIU has scored twice. An interception and a field goal, and then an 80-yard drive. Miami impressive on this drive. Butch Davis, Manny Diaz. Third and goal inside the 3.
And focus on the tight ends here for Miami.
Play action. Williams in trouble. Fires it. Incomplete. Daniel Jackson with the pressure for FIU.
And they're just going to try to sneak the running back out. It's a play action. Running back, our quarterback stays on the run. And then the defense is not by. They said not so fast. We've done our homework. We've watched enough film. We're ready to go.
Miami will settle for a field goal attempt. Camden Price is 4 of 5, but the kicking game, and there's a flag down in the end zone.
Substitution. Defense. Penalties half the distance to the goal line. 4th down.
Does this make you rethink the field goal?
I'm about to say they look like a bunch of Panthers out there on the field for FIU.
So what do you think? And I think Miami's going to bring the offense back out.
I like this decision right here.
This will move it.
FIU's been dominating the line of scrimmage. Offensively, they've been doing well. Defensively, right there, it's a big stand these past couple plays. You're Miami. You need to assert your dominance. This offensive line that's gotten better this season, it's their time right now in this ball game to make a difference.
You see Miami 8 of 17 on 4th down this year. And a timeout. FIU may have called the timeout. There is a player down. I don't think you would take a dive. Oh, I don't know. It's Kevin Oliver. All right, let's watch him. Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
I don't get it. You have time to get your right personnel in there. There's no need to take a dive at the moment.
You know, flopping is now called in college basketball. Maybe, and it should be enforced here. I mean, there's Oliver standing over there like nothing happened. I mean, at least go into the injury tent, right?
That's.
I mean, sell it.
Make it a little more.
I know.
Do a little more.
All right, Aaron Murray. 4th and goal, about a yard. DJ Dallas is in there.
He's going to have options here. If he likes the box, there will be a run. If not, he'll take a one-on-one matchup on the outside.
Osborne in motion. Williams will keep it. Williams is not going to make it. Sage Lewis. FIU holds.
That's a couple of big plays for Sage Lewis. He is healthy. He is determined. He is one of the leaders on this team, and he's made some big plays, and that's a huge one right there. Keeping Miami out of the end zone. 10-0 still FIU over Miami.
Wow. FIU offensively and defensively right now, impressive.
Well, it's the defense, and there's no secret to what FIU is going to do. They're going to play man-to-man. They trust the length of their cornerbacks. You see the interception right there in the first possession for Miami, and then the huge 4th down stop. Few plays inside the 5-yard line. Sage Lewis comes up big right there on 4th and 1.
Now, James Morgan and the Panther offense backed up into their end zone.
And right now, as a quarterback, you're thinking, we got to get some room for our punter. Use your cadence here. See if you can get a free 5 yards.
Gonna throw it. Lots of time. Fires it. Caught. 1st down. Malik Tyson with the catch. Well, there's room.
Just a little double move on the outside, and then great protection. That's a gutsy play call to get 3 with a couple hitches to allow Thorne to go out there and work the double move. That's a lot of trust right there in this offensive line to allow that much time.
And it was Shamar Thornton. Look at that, 10 of 14. And a review. We'll get a look at it as well, and we'll see if Thornton had his feet in, or at least
let's look at that left foot is going to determine, I believe, from one angle. Does he get it down in time? Ooh, yeah, he gets both feet in down. Great job. That's a sweet back shoulder throw. High, DB's not looking. Give his receiver enough time to locate the ball in the air and then get his feet down for the catch.
That's a catch. Aaron, Rick Skrosky is the offensive coordinator for FIU, and so far what he's been dialing up has been outstanding.
Well, it goes back to this offensive line, though. They're doing their job.
Ruling on the field is confirmed.
They're doing their job, and these receivers right now, Miami feels like they can play man-to-man defense. And these receivers who I was a little worried about it. You watch the film the past couple of weeks, they've not created separation versus man. And then tonight, all of a sudden, they're a little bit more energized. They know what this game means. They worked harder all off week, and they're creating that separation for their quarterback.
Morgan, who was on campus just a few weeks before the season started last year and was the quarterback, was voted captain after just 2 weeks. That's how much they thought of him when he arrived at FIU. On 1st and 10, this is Anthony Jones. And Anthony Jones is to the 18. Let's check in with Amanda.
Yeah, when you talk about James Morgan, the coaches said that the minute he arrived on campus, he related to every single person in that locker room, no matter how different he may be from others. And that's simply because he's really comfortable in his own skin. He also takes care of his offensive line guys. When they're out there running sprints, Morgan runs over, runs it with them. He also takes them out to dinner. So he knows what he's doing.
He does, and he's really smart. He graduated in 3 years. He wants to go to law school. But the NFL or the XFL may come calling first.
He's a smart man. Take care of the big boys. You got a little flinch out there.
Flinch and a flag.
Looks like Thor, number 19.
False start. Offense, number 19. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
That's the first thing he's done wrong tonight. I mean, let's face it. 5 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown. There's your flinch. And that is our umpire cam. Field eye, we call it. Our umpire is running around with thousands of dollars of technology on his head. Second down, 14. Jones. And he's going to gain maybe 1. When you run into Shaq Quarterman, you know it. And he did.
You watch these linebackers, they've been so good for so long, started so many games for the University of Miami. It starts up front with the defensive line. Those guys just gobble up double teams that allow Quarterman and allow Pickney to run free to make those tackles, as we've seen over their entire career. This is a fun defense. This is the old school Miami defense. Downhill, physical, no finesse at all.
Manny Diaz told us yesterday when he got here in 2016 as the D coordinator, he reinstalled Jimmy Johnson's defense, which means speed instead of size.
Once again, 2-man on the outside.
Whistles. It's loud in here. And I think a few of the players didn't hear the whistles.
Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
And this is danger zone for FIU. See the play clock going down to 0. This is danger time right here. So be ready for a draw. I would say a screen. The last thing you want to do is allow this talented defensive line to tee off on your quarterback and possibly pin you back even further to make for a more difficult punt.
Third down and 19. A first down awaits all the way out at the 27.
With the Prowler personnel in here for this Miami defense, going man-to-man.
That's an early start, it looks like. Maxwell straight ahead, and he busts it loose. Maxwell to the 30. He's got the first down. Boy, it looked like Miami jumped off sides, and then Maxwell ripped right through the line.
Definitely looked like a jump on the outside by Trevon Hill. But that's the problem. If you're going to run 2-man, that means all your cornerbacks and nickels, their back is turned away from the running back and quarterback. So if you break through that initial line of scrimmage, there's no one left till you get the safeties 20 yards down the field.
Butch Davis right now has come back to the site of the Orange Bowl, the site of many victories for him. And the Panthers have a 10-0 lead over Miami. Jones bounces outside. Anthony Jones to the 45. Anthony Jones into Miami territory. Flag is down. Amari Carter made the stop, and there's a Panther down back at the 31-yard line, and that's not a good look.
Holding. Offense, number 55. 10-yard penalty. First down.
It's Shane Magoo, the center, with the hold.
Timeout.
And that's Devontae Taylor on the ground. And we'll step aside.
And we're going to go back to the injury before the break. Devontae Taylor, number 58, just going to get the right leg rolled up on. You see he falls down, gets landed on awkwardly. And then you see Shane Magoo, number 55, holding right there. You can't throw a guy down. Negates a big play right there. And then comes Lindell Hudson, number 73. They were pumping him up on the sideline. He's ready to go. Respect the specs. He looks like Rodrigo.
This is a tall order against a great defense that really will put pressure on a quarterback. And so far, this offensive line has kept James Morgan rather clean. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20. Maxwell straight ahead. Trayvon Hill made the stop. We check in with Amanda.
Thanks, Rich. You just saw the Devontae Taylor injury. He was helped off of the field and was not putting any weight on that right leg. By the time he got to the sideline, though, he was walking on his own. He's currently in the medical tent. We'll keep you updated as we get updates.
All right, thank you, Amanda. FIU has moved the football. They've eaten clock. They've made big plays when they've had to. But they're faced with 2nd and 18 now. Morgan gets it off. It's deflected and incomplete. Almost a lateral.
It was an absolute missile right there. You're throwing a swing route to your running back. Just take a little energy off it. Don't have to throw it so hard, especially to a running back. Make it nice and easy for those guys. 1 foot in front of the numbers.
I think Napoleon Maxwell saw 55.
Yeah, that doesn't help either. When you see those linebackers coming downhill to knock you down. We'll see if Miami changed up 3rd and long. They've been running 2-man. Looks like they're going to go a little bit more zone here. Allows them to get eyes in the backfield. Any kind of draw or screen, you'll get those DBs downhill.
FIU picked up a down just like this on the ground. This is Jones. Bounces outside, stops, now starts. That's a brave young man to the 31-yard line. Amari Carter made the stop, and that's going to force FIU to punt the football.
And overall, I would say a win for this FIU offense. They were backed all the way down to their 1 or 2 yard line, converted a big 3rd down. They ate up a bunch of clock, and now it's their punter's job to flip the field to force this Miami team that hasn't scored any points tonight. See if they can drive down the field.
Miami returner changes number from number 3 to number 84.
Heatherly. High punt. Fair catch called. Fair catch made. Trey Tucker with the catch. There's a flag down back at the 40, which is about 10 yards away from the line of scrimmage.
Holding. Receiving team. Sorry, kicking team. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down.
Well, there's a big difference between the receiving team and the kicking team in terms of yardage.
See which way they march it up.
Yeah, well, keep your fingers crossed. We'll have the answer when we return.
On the 35-year anniversary, one of the greatest plays in college football.
Flutie flushed, throws it down. Caught by Boston College. I don't believe it. The Eagles win it.
I was on the sideline. It was okay.
No.
It was okay. It was all right.
That's a terrific response. Yeah, look, this is the site of the Orange Bowl. Of course, home of the Dolphins, home of the Hurricane, home of the Orange Bowl, home of the Super Bowl. And in honor of that, our Aaron Murray sitting poolside today, guaranteeing a great show, much like Joe Namath did.
Yes.
Back.
It's been a great show so far. I don't think anyone's expecting this FIU team to come out swinging like they have here to start the game.
Williams on play action, swing pass, and it's incomplete. And the Miami offense, who was stopped at the goal line on 4th and 1 with their last possession, has not been sharp tonight.
And that ball came out a little funky. Not as tight of a spiral as we're used to seeing from Jaron Williams. And the issue is so much of this offense is predicated off the RPOs, the play action versus free access where you can hit those seams. Well, this FIU team, they're going to match you up and they're going to get in your face. So you can't have that free access to run some of the routes we're used to seeing Miami run.
Second down 10. Williams puts some air under it, and it's caught by Will Mallory, the tight end, who spins away from a tackle, is out near midfield. Isaiah Brown brings him down. Brevin Jordan, who is the #1 tight end, has been banged up. Mallory with a nice catch.
So I gave Williams a little dig about the duck he threw. He comes back and throws an absolute present right there to his tight ends. And this is a deep group of tight ends from Jordan to Mallory to Irvin. All guys that you can match out, you can flex out, get them one-on-one with linebackers. And you see right there, they're going to take advantage of it.
So a present and a dime, that's good.
It's Christmas time. You got to run some presents down there.
A duck is not good. DJ Dallas. T.R. Tart made the hit. Miami near midfield. If you're just happening by, we're in Marlins Park in the heart of Little Havana. We've got field eye with our umpire. We got a sky cam. And we've got a backyard rivalry with Miami the favorite, FIU sort of the little brother looking for respect. So far, they've earned it. That's where we are out there. Williams to throw it. And it's caught. Great catch. Michael Irvin, the second. How's that for timing?
Just a post and then a corner by your tight end. Great job with the play action. Gets the linebackers to suck up just enough. Free access for the tight end and then drives the ball in there between cover two. And that's what you have to do. To the field corner route. You got to put some mustard on it to get it between that corner and safety.
St. Thomas Aquinas is a powerhouse high school in Fort Lauderdale. That's where Irvin played his high school ball. A lot of talent comes out of not just Miami, but also the Broward, Palm Beach County as well. Shotgun, ball's loose, that's a fumble, and it's picked up by Cameron Harris. Ball popped out when the arm was coming forward, and that is a fumble.
We alluded to a little humidity tonight, but they're used to it. They grew up playing down here, and ball just slips out. Maybe not slips out. It looks like maybe his running back knocked it out of his hand.
He did.
Yeah, knocked it out. Cameron Harris right there. That's why the running back, if you're going to be in protection, get out of the way of the quarterback. Get up there, make some contact with someone, allow your quarterback a free access to throw the football.
So second down and 18. Williams airs it out. And it's picked off. There's a flag down. Intercepted by Dorian Hall to the 30. Hall's to the 40. And he's out across the 45. Mallory makes the stop, but the flag sits at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, we're going to get a hold here. We're going to get Olin Cushion on this #2 receiver in the slot. Just grabs him.
Holding, defense, #1, 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah, no need. The ball wasn't going there at all. You'll see right now. Pause it real quick. There's going to be a quick hold. You don't hold him. That's an interception. Jaron Williams going to the big post on the outside, falling backwards. And that's a break for this Miami offense.
Gives them a first down. And a good chunk of yardage there for DJ Dallas.
And a great job by Nelson and Clark up there, the offensive linemen.
9-yard gain, 2nd and 1 in the red zone, brought to you by Verizon. See the touchdown percentage at 54%, the national average at 62%. Remember the goal line stand from FIU's defense. Stopped Miami from the 1-yard line. Bouncing off tackles is DJ Dallas. Good pursuit by FIU. Daniel Jackson finished him off. Richard Dames, who plays with his twin Richard Dames, made the first hit.
And that's a great job by Hall, though, coming down to at least slow the running back down. One-on-one in the open field. Usually these running backs for Miami are going to make you miss and take that to the house. Knocked him down just enough or slowed him down just enough to allow the rest of his teammates. And last time Miami was in this situation, FIU stepped up big. Let's see if these guys up front can do the same thing.
3rd down 1. Boy, it looked like FIU lined up offside. That carry is right on the stick. FIU says 4th down. And there's the spot. And it's going to be 4th down and half a yard. And while you think that might be easy, remember it didn't come easy at the goal line for Manny Diaz and the Hurricanes.
I think you had to go for it, though. You're ready for a quick get out. They're going to get into the huddle. They're going to break quick, get lined up, and snap the ball as fast as they can. You got a late substitution for
FIU needs to call a timeout. This is embarrassing. Take the timeout.
And he just fell. I'm watching the entire thing from up here and then center field or wherever we are, and he just fell down. Complete flop action going on. Yeah, you got to call a timeout in that situation.
That's the second time that FIU has not had the right personnel on the field and has flopped to stop the clock. And magically, he hops up.
Watch right here. He's good. He's good. Oh, no, we had someone running in late. Oh, no, let me go down. Oh, my hamstring, coach. My hamstring. Oh, you're fine. They got it. And the referee's staring right at him the entire time, too, as he goes down. You can hear the Miami fans not too happy about it right now.
And FIU still looks a bit disorganized defensively, looking to the sideline, making sure they have the right personnel in. Fourth down, a little less than a yard. Dan Enos, offensive coordinator. Cameron Harris, play action. Williams going to throw it. He's flushed. He's in trouble. And it's incomplete. And FIU is held again. Unbelievable.
I guess keep flopping till they call it. This defense is stepping up all night tonight. Another fourth down stop.
.140 yards combined on the last two drives with no points for Miami.
It's just a little 3:45 point. They actually put Michael Irvin as the fullback. You're going to see him run to the flat, play action. You're expecting everyone downhill. But Dorian Hall, number 36, you're going to see right now, gets in the way. 6'4" frame, long arms, causes Jaron Williams to get off his #1 read. And then by then, his feet are all over the place, not able to square up enough to get enough muster on the football to complete it for the first down.
Manny Diaz right now, and the Hurricanes a little on their heels and stunned. James Morgan. Jones breaks through to the 26. Let's head to New York. Brent Stover, how are you? forks up, as they say in Tempe. Arizona State looking for a big upset, and here FIU is in front of Miami. That would be an enormous upset. Morgan hit as he throws. That's really the first time that Miami has had a clean shot at him.
Yeah, Jordan Miller came off the right side. One-on-one with the center, beats him. Clean tackle right there. That's what we were expecting heading into this game, this defensive line to really dominate and take over. It's been the other way around. It's been this offensive line kind of dictating the pace of play when it comes to the run game and in the pass protection as well.
Let's see what first-year defensive coordinator Blake Baker dials up for Miami.
And he actually got 3 running backs on the field right now, 1, 2, and 3.
That third is Devontae Price. And they're going to hand it to Maxwell around the left side, and he's got the first down.
They use that. They like moving these running backs around, giving them some jet sweeps. They're the best athletes on the field, so find ways to get the ball to them creatively. Great call, great execution. And then most importantly, this clock is going to continue to run. You finish this half of the ball. Don't give Miami an opportunity to put any points on the board.
Miami has all 3 timeouts. FIU has just 1. 2 minutes on the clock, first half. Morgan, that looked like a lateral. It's picked up by Jones, and he's out to the 23-yard line. Shaq Quarterman made the hit.
Great job by Anthony Jones, realizing the ball was thrown backwards.
It was.
Definitely backwards. And we've seen FIU in this situation a few times already here in the first half. 2nd and long, 3rd and long, and I think right now they're going to continue trying to milk this clock. Leave as little time as possible for Miami's offense. We'll see when Manny Diaz decides to start using some timeouts possibly.
The screen on the left side. Gator gets outside, cuts back, dives for the first down. Let's see where they mark it. It looks like they're going to mark it just short of the stick. And so it's 3rd down and less than a yard.
And that's a great job on Austin Maloney. You see the number 15 locking up the cornerback.
And FIU is going to call a timeout.
They may want to check this. This is going to be a close call. Great job by Gator extending it. Possible first down. I think they're going to check this one out, Rich.
Coming up, the Verizon halftime report. Brent Stover, Houston Nutt, Kevin Carter standing by New York. Lots of football today and tonight. It's all coming up on the Verizon halftime report. This is a review, and they're reviewing the spot of the ball. It's a possibility this is actually a first down.
I think it is. You're going to see great job by our cameraman getting a great view of this from multiple angles, but Gator does a great job staying in bounds. At no point did any of his feet touch out of bounds, and then that second effort to extend to get the first down. Just got to get to the 40 right there. Knees are up. This is going to be a first down for FIU.
That's exquisite camera work.
When you got all the toys, you can have some fun with it.
Look at
After
this
further
angle.
review, the runner did make the line to gain, resulting in a first down. The ball will be placed at the 40-yard line. FIU will not be charged a timeout. The clock will start on the ready.
All right, so now, Aaron Murray, instead of trying to run out the clock, you've got a timeout, you get it back.
And you save that timeout for your kicker. Try to get anywhere in field goal range for him. Anywhere from 50 and in is where they feel comfortable. See if he can make a field goal and make this 13-0 before halftime.
James Morgan is 11 of 17, 113 yards. Throws it short. Goodness. Romeo Finley channeling his inner Sean Taylor.
He said, man, you guys talk about Quarterman and Pickney all the time. What about me? I can lay the boom a little bit.
2nd down, 9. Quickly. Morgan's throw caught there. That's Gator. He's had a great first half, and he fights his way across midfield. Flag comes down late. There was a skirmish in the backfield. That's a first down unless FIU
It looks like it's gonna be on Miami, number 94.
After play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct against the defense, number 94. 15-yard penalty, first down. This is number 94's first unsportsmanlike penalty of the game.
And you can't do that. You don't want to give up points before halftime. FIU's press and press and press, and they get the first down. Now tack on 15 more yards. They're about in field goal range now with another completion.
And there's no start of the clock after the penalty. And so now all of a sudden, that timeout that you have in your back pocket for your kicker, that really might mean something. Right now, it would be about a 51-yarder. Jose Borregales, his career long is 53, and that was last year. Actually, the clock did start, ready for play. Morgan pressured, fires it, sideline, and it's incomplete. And with 7 seconds left, it feels like you got to take your shot with Borregales, don't you?
No, you get the timeout though. So if you want to run one more play, they're gonna come out of the kicking team. But you could run a quick play, a run play, quick out where it's just what we call an Omaha, 4-step speed out. If it's not there, you throw it over his head. See if you can steal a quick 5 for your kicker. But if they feel good with him from this distance, which they obviously do, they're just gonna let it roll. And be prepared for Miami right here. They may try to ice the kicker with 3 timeouts left themselves.
His career long is 53. This is 50. Snap is good. Kick wobbles and is good. FIU stretches the lead.
They are having some fun on that sideline. Great kick.
Booker T. Washington High School in Miami.
We played Booker T. my sophomore year. Came up to Plant High School. I love when the kicker gets a little celebration though. But like Coach said, this is a 4-quarter ball game against this Miami team. They're deeper than you are, especially the defensive line. Save that energy, save that emotional energy here for the second half.
FIU fans are enjoying the night. Miami fans are a little stunned, maybe a lot stunned.
I would say a lot stunned, especially offensively. You're talking about the performance they had versus Louisville a couple weeks ago, where this offense was unstoppable, moving up and down the field, running the ball. Every receiver is making big play after big play after big play, and this so far, interception, 2 4th down stops, just not what we were expecting from this Miami offense.
Borregales should have a little juice behind this one. I'm actually going to roll that one on the ground. Trey Tucker cut down. Great special teams, great offense, great defense. That about sums up FIU in the first half here. Into that third base dugout they disappear. The Panthers of FIU out of Conference USA at halftime have a 13-0 lead. Halftime arrives after the break. Brent and the gang in New York. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network, presented by Geico.
You are watching the Verizon Halftime Report on CBS Sports Network.
Halftime in Miami. Brent Stover, Houston Nutt, Kevin Carter, 13-0. Coach, our producer, Amy Salmonson, is a Miami grad. She's looking for something, some kind of positivity, silver lining.
Well, the good thing is it's halftime. And so Coach Diaz can get them in there and get everything situated. Because right now, Butch Davis and the guys, hey, he's got them ready to go. Offense, defense, special teams have been outstanding. James Ward is 13 for 20. Watch this little tunnel screen right here to Shamar Thornton, and he does the rest, guys. Excellent job of blocking his speed and making a guy miss. Big play. This has been it all game long here. He lets the rush come in. Good job by Shamar. And, I mean, he hits it. And also that last drive was very good to get that last three-point play. So Miami's got to regroup now and wake up.
James Morgan, 13 of 21, 25, and 1 touchdown. 13-0 FIU. All right, second half of our game, it's 13-zip. What does Miami need to do to get back into this thing?
Well, they have to convert on fourth down. I mean, 2 fourth-down tries, 1 down on the goal line, 1 there pivotal in the field of play. They got to do a better job of converting third and fourth down and keeping drives going.
Well, I can tell you this. Coach can get in there, and it's about the you. Well, where is that? They can tackle better than that. They can execute better than that. It starts in the very first 5 minutes of the third quarter. It's very important.
When the dust settles, who wins this football game?
Right now, I've got to go Panthers.
They have the momentum, but the better team and the better quarterback play typically in the last couple of weeks has been for Jaron Williams, the freshman quarterback for the Hurricanes. So I'm going to say Miami. They get it together.
Come on, I want to see it.
Rich Waltz,
We'll
Aaron Murray, Amanda Balionis with the second half. Remember, later on tonight, big game in the Mountain Division of the Mountain West, Boise State, Utah State. Second half in Miami next.
This has been the Verizon Halftime Report. The best unlimited is on Verizon, America's most awarded network.
Back at Marlins Park, and what a surprise this is. FIU shutting out the U. 13-0. Miami is down. Rich Waltz along with Aaron Murray and Amanda Balionis. What an incredible first half for FIU. This is a team that's 500 on the year. Yeah, and in Conference USA and big underdogs here.
And they've come to play tonight. It's been fun to watch this defense. It's been all over. Miami just needs to wake up. They need to get through that first half, wake up a little bit, see if they can make some plays offensively.
All right, let's take a look at the numbers from the first half. And they're brought to you by TGI Fridays. What interests you?
Well, those 2 big fourth downs, the one on the 1-yard line and another one in the red zone for that Miami offense, just not getting it done. You expect the offense line to get bigger, but this defense for FIU doing a great job playing man. Obviously, the pick right there in the first drive by Stanley Thomas Oliver, and then Sage Lewis with a big fourth down stop. And then here's the second fourth down and 1. Great job by Dorian Hall, his length to distract the quarterback just enough for the incompletion.
Miami gets the football to start the second half. KJ Osborne is deep, along with Jeff Thomas. But FIU certainly bouncing on their sideline. Osborne deep in the end zone. On a knee, and we go down to Amanda Balionis. Amanda?
Thanks. I talked to Coach Diaz about what this team has to do offensively, and he said, listen, it comes down to missed opportunities. He also said his big message in the locker room at the half was they have got to get their competitive edge back. Defensively, they have got to do a better job at stopping on third down. Now, over to FIU, Coach Davis told me he's really happy with their defense's penetration. He said, we have got to limit the penalties. He also said, hey, guys going down on fourth down, they have legitimate hamstring injuries.
With a straight face, he said that? Huh. Williams throw over the middle. It deflected and intercepted. My goodness. Another turnover. Sage Lewis, right side, out of bounds. Flag is down on the return well after the pick. And FIU has done it again.
And Stanley Thomas Oliver is the one that initiated it. Great job breaking on the seam route, popping the ball up for Sage Lewis to go make the interception. One interception to start the game for Stanley Thomas Oliver, and then the assist here to start the second half.
Flag is sitting at the 26. Here's the call.
Personal foul, illegal blindside block against the return team. 15-yard penalty. First down, Miami.
First down FIU. Just an RPO with the backside seam. They run it all the time. And then you see maybe a little bit of contact early there from Stanley Thomas Oliver, but not called. Ball pops up, and Sage Lewis takes advantage of it. Great break, though. Being able to get that left paw in there to kind of distract D. Wiggins from making the catch.
That's a great look from the umpire on field eye. As you pointed out, the official was mistaken. It is FIU's ball. Price in motion. Morgan throws, and he throws into a crowd. Shaq Quarterman there to smother it. John Garvin with the pressure. Second down and 10.
This was the time. Turnover, ball in your opponent's territory. Time to take a shot. Great job by Miami staying back, not biting up on the play action on the jet sweep right there.
Offensive line protected James Morgan in the first half, which is saying something. Miami's pass rush is ferocious. 37 sacks, 12 in the last 2 games. Jones sidesteps. Now he's inside the 40 to the 38. That at least gets him a little closer to field goal range. They may need another 5 yards. Sonic compares quarterbacks, and so do we. You can see a tough night for Williams. Quick snap. Jones trying to get a few more yards. Another shoving match. Gregory Rousseau made the tackle. And so, Aaron Murray, if you were to try a field goal here, it's a long one.
And I think they may be going for it here. And we asked Coach Butch Davis yesterday, said, hey, listen, you're playing against a team that may be a little bit better than you. You're not going to hide anything. He's like, I know that. And we are going. There's a good chance we are going to go for it when we get into their territory on 4th down. So, big decision here. Honestly, the way your defense is playing, I would punt the ball back and see if you can pin them. No use to give Miami any kind of momentum. They've had none so far this football game.
Well, the Miami sideline is certainly trying to create their own momentum right now.
And I think they're going to take the 5 yards, back it up, give some room for the punter.
Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Borregales has hit a 53-yarder. That was last year. He hit a 50-yarder the tail end of the first half. But that would have been about a 56.
Correction. Miami's elected to decline the penalty. 4th down.
That might make it a little tougher for Tommy Heatherly to knock this one inside the 20 or inside the 10. Good end-over-end kick. Fair catch made at the 7. Spirited. That's a good way to describe these two teams. Miami trying to jumpstart this game with FIU on top.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Riot, a leader in global tax services. By Sonic. Enjoy a patty melt for $3.99. And by the General Insurance. Get a free anonymous online quote now.
Aaron Murray, you and I did that game. We were in Fenway Park a couple years ago. Great images of college football games in ballparks. 12 current stadiums have hosted a game. We are in Marlins Park. Now, Marlins Park has had 3 bowl games, the Miami Beach Bowl, but this is totally different. These are 2 hometown teams. Ballpark, great crowd, is really lively. And what a night it has been for FIU. On 1st down, Miami, a slip and no yards. There was some confusion as to who was returning kicks for Miami. He's down on the field is DJ Dallas. That's not a good sign. He's holding his left arm. Will step aside and return. FIU a 13-0 lead. Right now, concern on the Miami sideline and throughout this ballpark. Let's take a look and see what happened. This is DJ Dallas. And that left arm trying to brace him. Will step aside again. DJ Dallas is up. Obviously favoring that left arm. Dallas, one of the leaders of this Hurricane team. So Dallas is helped off. And our focus back on the field with Miami with the football. A 2nd down and 10 deep in their own territory. Williams. That one is knocked down. FIU has intercepted 2 passes. And that time Isaiah Brown makes the play. And let's hope that DJ Dallas is.
Right now for this Miami offense, they need some kind of spark. Your leading best running back is now out for the game. It appears someone needs to step up, whether it's a running back, Harris, some of these very athletic tight ends, or one of these receivers that have been non-existent here in the first half of the ball game.
3rd down and 10. Shotgun. Williams runs out of time, runs out of the pocket, fires the football. And it's incomplete. Noah Curtis and Alexi Jean-Baptiste with the pressure, and FIU's defense has been marvelous tonight.
And this is an FIU defense that was heading into the game only 13 sacks on the season. Great move right there by Jean-Baptiste. And they've done a great job winning their one-on-ones. This Miami team offensively, the offense line, we harped about how much they've improved this season. So far tonight, they do not look like the offensive line that we were expecting to take that next step forward here at the end of the year.
The big Aussie, Lou Headley, in his end zone for Miami. Tony Gator for FIU, and it lands. Gator's going to pick it up. And he's got himself a nice return. Boy, he just saved his team about 20 yards. Right near midfield. There's a flag down on the 18-yard line.
During the kick, receiving team holding. Number 22, 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. 1st down.
And FIU will get the football. Our top 25 scoreboard is brought to you by Red Lobster. Alabama had a bye this week.
Yes, they did. Ohio State game turned out to be kind of fun earlier today.
And your Georgia Bulldogs survived.
They're just squeaking it out this year. Defense, one of the best in the country. Offense, they're still trying to find their way right now.
And look at that score on the bottom.
I know. Oregon trying to fight to get into the college football playoffs. This is not going to help their cause, especially if they lose that game. But Utah in the Pac-12 has been rolling. They'll play later tonight.
Forks up. Now FIU with the football. James Morgan was brilliant in the first half. Napoleon Maxwell with the carry to the 23. Gregory Rousseau made the stop.
And you're just expecting a turnover at some point. We haven't seen the turnover chain at all here. This is a team that's hungry. They find ways to make plays. And right now, your offense is not getting it done. They just have not been able to move the ball. And when they do, they get stopped on 4th down. This defense needs to step up, and someone needs to create a turnover.
2nd down, 8. Blitz comes. Morgan with time. And it's deflected and incomplete. Romeo Finley out in coverage on Austin Maloney. Finley's everywhere.
And it's been impressive to see him. He's everywhere, and he's down the field covering guys that are faster than him. You see him hip for hip right there on the little post corner. Does a great job locating the post route, coming from the outside in. No pass interference. Hands are up in between him and the ball carrier or the receiver. And once again, this is when we were expecting these defensive ends, Gregory Rousseau, to come out there and dominate and get some sacks and get some pressure on James Morgan.
Third down, 8. Just 3 are coming. Morgan's got a lot of time and a big arm, and he airs it out, and it's deflected into the air and incomplete. Again, Romeo Finley back there in the coverage.
He is Mr. He's everywhere right now, but great job by Darius Scott, number 14. As a receiver, what you're taught, ball's in the air, I can't get to it. Now you become the defender. Go out there and create some separation there and knock it down. And that's what Miami need right now. Let's see if they get a good punt return, get some good field position, and see if that sparks them in this offense possibly.
KJ Osborne is deep. Osborne's been changing his number tonight. At times he's been wearing number 80. And he makes the catch, no fair catch. Dances and is dropped. Tomorrow we hit the hardwood for the final day of the Jamaica Classic, highlighted by LSU Rhode Island at 2:30 and number 15 Utah State versus North Texas at 6:30, only on CBS Sports Network. And talk about the A-10 and a great start. St. Joe's, Richmond, Rhode Island, and VCU all taking a bite out of major conference opponents. Cameron Harris in the backfield. Williams will throw. It's picked off again! Jamal Gates! Unbelievable! Jaron Williams had thrown 3 interceptions all season, and tonight he's thrown 3. Tonight.
This man-to-man defense is throwing him in this RPO game for a loop. As a quarterback, you see the box. There's too many guys to run it, so you think pull it and throw it, and there's just they didn't bite. They did not bite. This team right now, FIU defense, is not biting on the play action. Linebackers are doing a great job sitting back there, reading their cues, and then jumping on these seam routes and slants.
Dwyer High School, Palm Beach Gardens, Jamal Gates, and
we haven't seen the chain, but we got the belt for FIU.
This is within field goal range as well. It's inside the 30. Morgan. Oh no, it's a Wildcat. It's Kalen Wiggins, and Wiggins reverses course, trying to get outside, and he doesn't. He's run down right at the line of scrimmage. Romeo Finley, sideline to sideline.
Yeah, Wiggins, they want to get him in. They don't want to disrupt this offense, but he's just too good of an athlete not to get in at certain points in this game. Go back to the game versus New Hampshire. Quarterback rushing record, 187 yards in the game. Also threw for 127. You see this season what he's done.
2nd down and 11. Well, the FIU coaches said that they wanted to sneak him in. They didn't want to be so obvious, and they did a pretty good job of that. This time he turns it, hands it off. Shaq Quarterman with the hit. Anthony Jones emerges.
And then comes James Morgan. For Miami's defense right now, I'd expect some kind of pressure package. See if you can create some pressure on the quarterback. Make him make a bad decision, or see if you can get a sack to make this a tougher field goal on 4th down. And then for FIU, quick hitter right here. Screen. Quick slant, quick out, get the ball in your quarterback's hands. These receivers done a great job first man, creating some separation and then getting first downs.
On the 26, 3rd down 8. Here comes a blitz, little quick screen. It's kicked around, it's caught. That ball was bobbled and caught. I don't think it ever touched the ground. Thornton had it bounce off his foot. You and I have seen this year. That was that long interception return in Hawaii.
Holding, offense number 60, 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
And that 10 yards could jeopardize field goal range. Here's a look.
Like the call. Ball's a little bit behind the receiver. And then a lineman's dream right there to catch a ball. Now, big man, make something happen with it.
Mershawn Miller.
And this is not what FIU needed right here. Once again, I expect something quick hitter, get the ball in there. You're not looking to try to get a first down here. Just you want to get in the field goal range. So you need about 5 yards or so.
Yeah, field goal here, you're looking about 53.
Once again, Gator in the slot. He's been go-to guy for some of these quick hitters on the option or choice route.
Third down, 18. Morgan going deep. Good, it's bobbled and dropped. Thornton almost had it. DJ Ivy on the coverage.
You want to talk about a dagger? That would have been to the heart of this Miami defense. Great ball by James Morgan. Could not have put it anywhere better than where it is right now. You've got to make this catch. Santa Claus came down the chimney and dropped you a present, and you said, I don't want it this year. And they're going for the field goal, though.
This would be just beyond 53 yards. He hit a 50-yarder at the end of the first half. He hit a 53-yarder last year. Jose Borregales. And the kick is good. Have a night. 50 and 53. Making Booker T. Washington High School proud.
Everything's working for FIU. Defense has been kicking some butt. Offense has been doing their thing, and then the special teams with some big field goals here in this football game. 16-0 FIU.
Another field goal, this from 53 yards, and FIU's lead is now 16-0. Chick-fil-A fan cam, and there's a lot of fans to choose from. Tonight's all about the U. Well, for oh, that's awful.
Oh, they used it. I didn't know y'all were recording that. We did some yoga this morning, so I was waiting for Rich to show off some loosey-goosey moves, but no soup.
Well, right now, if you're Miami and you're Dan Enos, do you think about switching quarterbacks? I mean, N'Kosi Perry has had some moments this year.
I know he has. He's looked good. He looked good in pregame warm-ups as well, watching both those quarterbacks go out there and throw it. I'd see what Jaren can do with one more possession.
Osborne takes a knee. Well, there's lots of time. There's 9 minutes left in the third quarter.
This is a good moment for Jaren.
Let's check in with Amanda Balionis. Amanda?
Guys, it was tough to watch that DJ Dallas left arm injury. I will tell you, though, those FIU players showed the type of respect they have for him. Multiple players giving him words of encouragement as he walked off the field. And then as DJ Dallas walked toward the dugout, which we have not seen him since, he gave a wave with his right arm to the Miami fans to let them know he is okay. It is officially an elbow injury, and he will not be returning.
And it's Cameron Harris who's been getting the carries since. Thank you, Amanda. Across the 30 to the 33-yard line. It's a good gain of about 9 yards. Still just 2 scores down. Obviously, a couple touchdowns and a couple 2 points.
And I would love to see this run game get going for Miami. And I know a lot of your playbook is this RPO run-pass option where it's a number count for the quarterback. There's 7 guys in the box. You're going to throw the football, find your one-on-one matchup on the outside. I think you just need to call some design run plays. Take the option out of it. Just a straight run. You see they're getting to the pistol formation. They like this formation. Allows the running back to get downhill.
On 2nd and 1, Sage Lewis the hit. Miami just needed more than a yard, and they got about 1.5 yards. Did Cameron Harris, and that's a first down.
And this is the beauty of the pistol formation where the running back is directly behind the quarterback. It allows the guy, the running back, to get downhill, get his shoulder pads behind him to get these nitty-gritty first downs.
What happened to the offense we saw against Louisville?
This is a good FIU defense. They have length on the outside. They like to play tight man-to-man coverage, and they've been disrupting the receivers.
Left side, Harris up the middle now. Cross midfield into FIU territory, about a 20-yard gain. Dorian Hall made the stop.
And Dan Enos told us Harris is a big play waiting to happen. Great job up front. The entire offensive line. Number 65 Gaynor doing a great job on the pull to center. Get up to the second level. And then Harris doing the rest from there. This is the spark they needed. Get the run game going a little bit. Take some pressure off Jaron Williams. Let him kind of relax a little bit here going forward the rest of the football game. And then utilize the play action pass, which they love to do as they cross the 50-yard line.
From the 45 of FIU. Couple of play fakes. Williams being chased. Williams being caught and spilled just across the line of scrimmage. Olin Cushion made the hit. That's a gain of a couple.
And they are trying to take their shot right there. Fake the zone, fake the reverse. Have a little screen, and FIU sniffed it out. Great job staying home with everyone. All the eye candy. We talk about the eye candy with the zone and the screens going on with Dan Enos in this football game. Great job staying home with everyone for this defense. And it looks like we got another man down for FIU.
We have checked with the head of officiating for Conference USA, Gerald Austin, and he said even though it's not great sportsmanship, there is no rule in college football.
It's frowned upon. It's frowned upon.
There's a lot of people here, Aaron Murray, who are frowning upon it again. Now, you don't know if Cushion, but that's the third time in a defensive situation an FIU player has.
He's pretty good right there, just hanging out, getting the call. Takes a knee. It's like when you watch a soccer game and you see those dudes just flopping. It's like, you don't look good doing it, my friend. There's too many cameras. We got the sky camera on the game, buddy. We see you. You can't hide from us.
Gerald Austin has added there are no yellow cards in college football.
Need some red cards. Kick him out.
Robert Burns getting his first carry. And Burns rips off 8 yards. Burns, a sophomore out of Gulliver Prep here in Miami. Again, if you just joined us, DJ Dallas left with a left arm injury. Dan Enos, of course, was at Alabama working with quarterbacks. An offensive coordinator in Arkansas. Now at Miami. Burns in the backfield. Harley in motion. Burns straight ahead. First man got a hand on him. That was Damon Moore. And it looks like he's got the first down. He needed 2. I think he got 3.
And this is what Miami needs to do, because FIU, the big concern heading into this game, talking to the coaching staff, could this defensive line keep up for 4 quarters? They're not deep. They got 4 guys. Rotate a couple here, and there are only 17 guys play on defense the entire game usually for this defense. So they haven't been on the field a lot, which has been great. These guys have stayed fresh.
Little pitch back. Burns right side. Breaks out to the 20. To the 15. And he's knocked out of bounds. Fresh legs. And Robert Burns having a nice drive here.
I like the design there, right there by Dan Enos. A little fake the bubble. Pitch to the running back. Like you said, Rich, the fresh legs right there for Robert Burns, getting the job done so far in this drive. They need this just to get some confidence right now. Not a field goal. You can't settle for a field goal here. Been in the red zone a couple times tonight. Got to come away with 7 points.
Cameron Harris is in now. Miami fans hoping for some points and flags.
And a full start.
False start. Offense, number 51. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Manny Diaz told us that in terms of tempo, what they'd like to do by design for Miami is a speed break. So tempo from the huddle. Not tempo without a huddle. But from huddle, get to line, snap it quickly. A lot of penalties on FIU. First down 15. This is Harris, another flag. Harris is down. Jordan Woods the stop.
Offside. Defense, number 94. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Another penalty on FIU. And it moves the ball deeper inside the red zone, which is brought to you by Verizon. And of course, Miami tonight stopped from inside the 1 on 4th down on one of 2 enormous 4th down stops by FIU in that first half. Robert Burns is back in. He'll carry it. Not much over right tackle. And he's right at the line of scrimmage. Kevin Oliver made the stop. 2nd down. And about 10.
There's a little bit of a struggle battle right now when it comes to play calling, because this FIU team knows at the moment that they have a quarterback going against a quarterback in Jaron Williams who's not very confident, especially with the RPOs. All 3 interceptions have come off the run-pass option, so they continue to put 7 guys in the box. They're loading it up and saying, we dare you to throw the ball down the field on us.
It's a long drive, both in yardage and in time. Williams to throw. Steps through the pocket. Inside the 10. To the 5. Little extra effort. Short of the first down. 3rd down and 2 coming up. Oliver again with the stop.
Great job. They won the inside seam. You're going to see right there. He was going for it. Nothing there. Great job. And this 10-2 defense, and then pulling him down the run. We've not seen him use his legs too much tonight. He is a great athlete. I expect maybe possible 4th down territory here. So don't be afraid to run the football. You see Robert Burns under 22 coming into the ball game.
Harris stays in, so a pair of running backs for Miami.
Timeout.
Miami takes a timeout. We will as well. 16-0 FIU. A stunning score. 2 minutes left, 3rd quarter. FIU at Marlins Park shutting out Miami. But Miami on 3rd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
It was interesting. Early in the game, these situations, there's a lot of play action, bootlegs, get Jaron Williams on the move. I just don't know how much trust Dan Enos has in his quarterback right now. I'd expect a run, but I would not be surprised, though, if they do some kind of play action.
Got to get to just outside the 3-yard line. Williams to throw. Surveying, throwing, and missing. Harley out on the pattern. And now here's your answer if it is 4-down territory. It looks like Miami is going to take the 3 points or a shot at 3 points.
See, I would have liked to have seen a run right there, get it to 4th and manageable, and then possibly gone for it on 4th down. Best drive you've had in a while offensively. Got down inside the 5-yard line or at the 5-yard line. I would have gone for it on 4th down. Like I said, probably would have run it there on 3rd down, though.
You would think 4th down and 2 would be manageable. But Miami wants some points, and they're going to get 3 of them as Camden Price knocks it through. Finally, Miami is on the board. Lots of football still here at Marlins Park. Tomorrow, NFL on CBS is highlighted by a full afternoon of games, including Panthers, Saints, Raiders, Jets, and it all starts with JB and the guys on NFL Today at noon Eastern on CBS. Race for the MVP, Aaron Murray, who you like?
Lamar Jackson has been fun to watch running the football. He's like a right-handed Michael Vick out there. Russell Wilson is playing well too, though.
Dalvin Cook, former Florida Stater, has a rooting interest in this game for sure. Miami on the board, but just the 3 points. kick into the end zone. Dalvin Cook is related to and was raised almost as a brother to Anthony Jones of FIU. There's a great look, and look how alike they are. And of course, Jones, Cook, having a great year with the Vikings. And right now, Jones, the senior out of Central High School in Miami. He and his FIU Panthers trying to take down Big Brother, take down the U.
And right now, this offense needs a couple first downs. Their defense was on the field for a long time that last drive. See if you can give them a break.
James Morgan, that's deflected. That ball was on the money, and Austin Maloney couldn't hold it.
If you want to win the big games, you want to get bowl eligible tonight, you got to make these plays. Great job getting off the press, straighten up your DB, then break them off right there in the slant. Now just look it in, catch it, and get the first down. Perfectly thrown ball. Those are always dangerous as the quarterback. You throw it, you see the ball bounce up, you're like, please let it hit the ground afterwards.
Morgan is 0 for his last 6. This one is dropped. Maxwell. So 2 drops, and suddenly it's 3rd and 10.
All of a sudden, this Miami defense playing a little tighter, playing a little bit more confidence. Obviously doesn't help with a couple drops for FIU, but you see the guys right there, they're getting pumped up. They got some points on the board. Offense had a great drive. Like I alluded to, FIU was on the field a long time. You get a quick 3 and out, get the ball back, see if your offense can kind of get the momentum and put 7 points on the board.
Maxwell and Jones in the backfield. Play clock is down. 3rd down and 10. Miami shows blitz. Here they come. Flags are down. It looked like movement on FIU.
False start. Offense, number 60. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Dallas Connell, the guard. That's 125 yards of penalties against FIU, amazingly. And they're up 16-3.
Don't try to be a hero here with this play call. I'm thinking once again some kind of screen or possibly a draw and just punt this ball away. Don't want to give Miami any kind of momentum with a possible turnover or sack. They're dropping 8
and bringing 3. Morgan has a ton of time. Gonna fire it into a crowd, and it's incomplete. Maloney, the intended receiver.
Eligible player downfield.
Ineligible receiver downfield, number 16. That penalty's declined. 4th down.
That's what you don't want right there. You don't want to risk throwing an interception. I don't. 3rd and long, they're dropping 8. As a quarterback, you have to realize that don't give them that kind of momentum by throwing a pick. Just check it down, throw the ball to bounds, and let's move on and hope your defense can continue to play well.
Osborne is deep. Heatherly, that is a mammoth kick. Late fair catch, bobbled a bit and held at the 39. So Miami, who's moved the football, they've been stopped a couple times on 4th down and have a field goal to show for it. Time for an Eye on College Football, brought to you by Simply Safe. Crimson Tide, yeah, they look great against Western Carolina. Navy beats SMU. That's not an easy matchup for SMU. Navy is very good this year.
How about Minnesota just continues to roll, man? They take down Wisconsin here.
They're
going to be playing Ohio State. Yeah, you and I had them week 2 or 3.
Yes.
It's Fresno.
A game they very easily could have lost and probably should have lost. But they held on for a thrilling overtime win. Cameron Harris. And Cameron Harris rips off a 17-yarder. Rashard Dames the stop. Miami's offense has rhythm and flow now.
Well, they're using the jet sweeps to kind of slow down this FIU defense, get their eyes in the wrong direction, and then the downhill run game has been great to see these past couple drives. It's not a matter of between the 20 to the 10. It's when Miami gets inside the 10-yard line, all of a sudden they start to stall out, which to me is a little bewildering because they got all these great tight ends, big tight ends that you love in the red zone. They just haven't been able to use them.
Again, DJ Dallas with an arm injury is out. Oh, that ball hits the receiver. Harley came screaming through the backfield, more as a decoy than anything. And the snap hit him in the shoulder.
And that's tricky with some of these jet motions as a quarterback and timing these up. And you see right there, Harley tried to move out of the way of it, but it gets a little tricky. Sometimes it's better to snap it sooner rather than later, and then let the jet sweep run in front of you.
15 minutes left here in Miami. FIU leading Miami. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network. 16-3 FIU, presented by Geico. FIU interceptions has fueled 3/4 of what looks like a big upset. Geico difference makers, James Morgan, quarterback FIU.
Yeah, it's played great, especially in the first half. Offense kind of stagnant there to start the third quarter, but see if they get this thing rolling. And then Cameron Harris has been almost a spark plug this team's needed on the ground to get things going a little bit, to give them a chance to possibly score here and make this a one-possession game.
Second down and 12. Ball in FIU territory. 47-yard line to start the fourth quarter. Williams with a blitz coming, flushed, scrambles, throws, and that is knocked down. Stanley Thomas Oliver.
Almost got his second pick, and that had the pick. Had the deflection on the second interception that Sage Lewis caught, and then great job, a little to Tampa. And then just the length of these corners. I've been harping about it all night, but these guys, long arms, lanky, able to get up, able to get into receivers, and right there, hard to throw over when you're on the run. Impossible fourth down territory here, so as a quarterback, don't need to get all of it. Just make this a fourth and manageable.
3rd and 12, blitz is coming, and he's in trouble. And down goes Williams. This is a defense that had just 13 sacks in their first 10 games.
Jean-Baptiste off the edge, number 6. We've said his name a ton. Initial create the pressure. A great job meeting at the quarterback. This defensive line, to me, it's so far in this ballgame, I know we have a quarter left, but has outshined Miami's defensive line. That's a little bit surprising. We were expecting a lot more.
Second sack for FIU. Gator is deep. Headley to punt. Little side saddle kick. End over end. Fair catch called for and made. But FIU is backed up at their 11. Good game coming up. A little colder, though, I would expect. Number 20, Boise State, trying to keep New Year's Six bowl hopes alive. They take on Utah State in Logan. It's a pivotal Mountain West matchup. And if you're Boise State, you win that game, not only are you going to the Mountain West Championship game, but you will host it on the blue turf. And you and I will see Boise State next Friday at Colorado State.
See Maxwell down here, maybe possible jet sweep.
Instead, the little man, Anthony Jones. We told you about Dalvin Cook and his relationship with Jones. Jones, just an incredible story. He's just about everybody's favorite on this FIU team, teammates and all of that. He was involved in a scary incident September of 2018. Second down and 9. And with more on Anthony Jones. Let's go down to Amanda. Amanda?
Yeah, you mentioned that really scary situation, and what happened was Anthony Jones was simply at the wrong place at the wrong time. He was shot during a drive-by shooting that was meant for somebody else. Now, the bullet entered through his back and exited out of his throat, missing his spine and major arteries by centimeters. Everybody close to him will tell you it was a miracle. Jones was placed in a medically induced coma. He was then on a feeding tube for weeks, but showed incredible tenacity, returned back to the football field just 58 days later. His perseverance and courage, positive attitude speak to the man he is on and off the field, guys.
Thank you, Amanda.
Play both against the defense. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 30. Unsportsmanlike conduct against number 1. Both those fouls will be enforced. This is their first unsportsmanlike for the game. Both penalties enforced. First down.
Well, that's a good way to get the ball going offensively. Get about 30 yards of offense because the defense with a couple boneheaded plays or decisions after the whistle's blown, all of a sudden this offense hasn't been moving the ball much. These past couple of drives, defense is getting a little bit of a rhythm. Get them to a third down, and then not so fast. Here's a free 30 yards, almost get you to the 50.
Here's a look. Well, I don't know.
I don't know about that one. We've seen some interesting calls lately on some of these penalties. I know the refs are worried about this game getting chippy, the history of the game, but you can't just throw a yellow flag out there just to throw one.
That's a huge double 15-yarder. First and 10. Morgan, little short drop off there. That's Gator. Cuts back. Gator inside the 40. Slides inside the 35.
And finally they hit the mesh route. We've been waiting to see this all night long. The defense struggles against the mesh concept, crossing routes with a tight end sitting over the middle. Finally they found Gator coming from right to left on a shallow cross. And he is just so fun to watch once the ball in his hand. So quick, so elusive. See those quick choppy feet making guys miss in the open field.
Getting closer to field goal range. In fact, the way Borregales has kicked it tonight, this is field goal range. Jones, he breaks through. Jones cuts away. Jones has a first down. That's a 14-yard carry. Pat Bethel made the stop, and FIU keeps rolling.
I know we talk about you're in the field goal range right now, but you want, I love this view right here from the cam on the referee. Great job breaking the tackle. You see the strength of Jones. But you want a touchdown here. Put this thing away a little bit here in the fourth quarter. Don't keep this two-score game with just a field goal.
22-yard line. Maxwell and Jones in the backfield. Jones again. Finley has him, but not before a nice pickup of another 8 yards.
Going back to Amanda's story about his leadership, we saw it a few plays ago, and all the pushing and shoving's going down. He's in front of his lineman's face, looking up to him when they're about a foot taller than him, saying, guys, simmer down. Look at the scoreboard. We're up 16-3 in the fourth quarter. We're like 20-point underdogs, for goodness sakes. Play smart. Keep your head focused on this game. So it just shows what kind of football player he is.
Movement. Nobody budged from FIU.
You got to move there. Get the free first down. Offensive lineman. They jump, touch him. Get the free 5.
Second and 2. Morgan throwing on the move. Open touchdown. Gator.
Never mind about the free 5, Rich. Let's just get a touchdown. So good thing the offensive line stayed on sides right there. Great job by James Morgan extending the play. Then our favorite, Tony Gator, wide open on the corner route for the touchdown.
How did he get so wide open?
They brought a blitz, played cover 0, and the DB and the safety, I believe, were trying to switch off. Just miscommunication on the back end.
That's an enormous touchdown. Enormous touchdown. Decided underdogs. Certainly little brother to Miami in this city. And FIU is in the end zone again and in control in the fourth.
She gon' make you move to Miami.
You keep waiting for Miami to have an answer, and so far they have not. Look at that drive. Now remember the 2 penalties, the 2 personal fouls.
Well, we'll go back to the touchdown real quick. Just a cover 0 all-out blitz. Got a corner with an inside route, and just miscommunication between the safety and the corner. They go to switch off. Safety's going to switch it off, thinking the corner's going to drop back. And then that's why you saw a wide open Tony Gator for the touchdown. Great job. Cover 0, all-out blitz. What works best? Out-breaking routes, because the DBs are going to be playing inside leverage. Perfect play call, perfect execution. Put 7 more on the board.
11 minutes left in this football game. Osborne, aggressive, will bring it out. KJ Osborne is across the 30, out to the 32-yard line. It has been a struggle for Miami through the air, and Jaron Williams.
It started early with the pick right here. A little bit of his receiver's fault, not running through the slant. Right here, great job defensively, getting in there, then Sage Lewis with the pick. And then this one might have been the worst pick of the day. Sees the linebacker, no one bit up on the fake. You just got to end up taking that, either handing it off.
Sage Lewis made the tackle. Let's wait on the flag.
Offside, defense, number 94. Penalties decline, results of the play, first down.
That's second time for Kevin Oliver. He needs to back up a little bit. He's getting called out right now. Hopefully the coaching staff talks to him a little bit. Get on sides, don't give away free plays. And going back to Jaron Williams, there's still time in this ball game. You still have one of the best defenses in the country, one of the best in the ACC. They have the ability to create some turnovers. You just got to do your job and score quickly.
On the ground with Cameron Harris. And he gets to the 48 of FIU. That's a gain of 4. So far, it's been a good night to be a Panther. There was movement, but no flags. Williams to the sideline, caught there. That's D. Wiggins, who had a big game against Louisville, caught a couple touchdowns. He was wrestled down to 40. That's a first down and a gain of 10.
This is great to see from Jaron Williams. Just a smash concept. Outside receiver is going to run an O-ball or a quick speed out. Inside receiver is going to run a corner route. So versus cover 2, you're expecting that corner route to pop open. DB or the corner was trying to bait him a little bit, try to see if he would throw that corner. Smart enough, come down, take the completion for the first down.
Miami needs 7 points, and they need it fairly quickly. Bouncing out is Harris. Still churning to the 30. That's a gain of 10, should be a first down. Richard Dames made the stop.
If I'm FIU in this defense right now, it's time to pick it up a little bit. You're getting close to the red zone. You don't want this, obviously, Miami team to score a touchdown, and you obviously don't want them to score this fast, too. If they're going to do it, make them earn it. Make it be a 4 or 5 minute drive and continue to milk that clock.
Remember what FIU's defensive coordinator, Jeff Kopp, said to describe his defense. We are a bend and not break defense, and so far, that's been true tonight.
Well, we're seeing a lot more to Tampa right now.
Here comes a blitz. Williams is flushed. Fires it out of bounds. 2nd and 10.
And this to Tampa, you're going to see right here. Watch number 6, wide open, Mark Pope. Right now, rip it. And a little bit of flush, but you have to anticipate, see the linebackers jump on that underneath route and be ready to one hitch and just throw it up there with some anticipation and a little bit of loft to allow your receiver to run underneath and make the catch.
Here's Jeff Kopp on the right. Williams, lots of time, wandering right, firing across his body, and again, FIU gets a hand on the ball. Stanley Thomas Oliver this time.
They're just finding ways. You saw so much beginning of this football game. Man, 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 man. You got the lead, so what are they doing? Playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more of a 2 Tampa defense. Keep everything in front of them. Eyes on the quarterback. And we've seen Stanley Thomas Lauer do a great job getting his hands on the ball.
Now, 2 Tampa isn't from your high school days in Tampa.
Monty Kiffin defense is cover 2. That Mike linebacker dropped into the middle of the field as almost a 3rd safety. Looks like we're going to see it right now. That are a little bit 2-man.
They're down 10. Pressure. Williams in trouble. Flag down. Throw is dropped. So an incompletion and probably a hold.
Great get off by Chris Whitaker on the outside, causing
the addition of Whitaker and Alexis Jean-Baptiste, the 2 transfers from the SEC at that rush end.
Holding, offense number 60, penalties decline, 3rd down.
He's been great. Coaches were excited to see what Chris Whitaker can do. Right there, number 47. Look at the get off. Times it perfectly. He's out of his stance before Nelson is number 60. Nothing has to hold to protect his quarterback.
When you heard that announcement, it's actually 4th down, not 3rd down. From the 30. 4th and 10. Flag is down. Williams fires, and it's caught. A tumbling catch by Mallory at the 14-yard line.
Offside, defense, number 47. Penalties decline, results of the play, 1st down.
That's a huge conversion on 4th down for Miami.
And great job by Mallory. He just seems to continue to make play after play after play. Once again, 2 Tampa linebackers bite up on the mesh concept, the 2 routes crossing each other. What do you have behind it? Just a little dig route. Great anticipation. Once again, these tight ends for Miami are awesome. Anytime you got a big guy that can run like that, and hey, what do you know? Someone goes down for FIU. Number 4 on the day. Richard Dames, all of a sudden caught the cramp bug. Just so happens Miami is rolling inside the red zone.
We've established with the head of officiating that there is no penalty for this.
They need to change that after this game. They need to go and watch the footage in the offseason and say this is example of things need to change. You can't do this. This isn't right. You can't just go down like that. Play football, man.
There is, in the rule book, a strongly worded stance against this.
It's disgusting.
But there's no rule for it. There's no penalty for it.
Oh. 4 times tonight. 4 times. As soon as Miami gets in the red zone, someone goes down.
1st down and 10. Of course, we haven't seen Brevin Jordan, who's one of the best tight ends in the country. We've seen a lot of Will Mallory tonight. Straight ahead, this is Harris. This is a touchdown. And Miami is finally in the end zone, 14 yards. And that makes it interesting here.
And it's a great drive. Scored decently fast, not super fast, but you got on the board. Now it's time for your defense to get it going, get a 3-and-out, get you the ball back. But great job by the left side of the offensive line, and then Clark coming around, and hopefully, Harris is not too banged up and can come back when they get the ball back offensively.
Miami's already lost DJ Dallas to an arm injury. Remember, no nets. This is a ballpark, so any ball that's kicked out of play, that's in the seats, and that's a souvenir. And this is a touchdown for Cameron Harris. Miami, can they get off the canvas at Marlins Park?
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Ryan, a leader in global tech. By B&W Trailer Hitches, makers of the #1 selling gooseneck hitch in America. And by Red Lobster.
That number 67 was our director tonight, Corey Fishman, who played from 95 to 97 on the offensive line for Butch Davis. Miami on that scoring drive, 69 yards, 9 plays. There were some FIU penalties along the way. And Butch Davis, of course, back here. His legacy, I mean, if you're wondering what his legacy was, he inherited a team filled with NCAA sanctions, down 31 scholarships, rebuilt that team, should have gone to the BCS championship game. That's still a sore point for Hurricane fans. I mean, they were 11-1 and 7-0. They beat Florida in the Sugar Bowl, but they beat FSU, who was #1 at the time. They beat Virginia Tech, who was #2, but the BCS computer spit out Florida State for that championship game matchup. Maxwell on the return. Maxwell to the 26. And of course, Davis would leave the next year for the Cleveland Browns. Flag is down.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct against the receiving team, number 26. Penalty is half the distance to the goal. First down.
Well, an unsportsmanlike against FIU. There's plenty of football here with 8 minutes left. James Morgan and FIU, you get a feeling, going to still have to move the football and eat some clock here.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give Miami the football with good field position, and maybe just a little bit of momentum on that offensive side. Best thing you could do is just get 1 first down, kind of nip that right in the bud.
From the 14. Anthony Jones, and no unsportsmanlike flags on Amanda Balionis tonight. Way to go.
Not yet, Rich, but James Morgan, we talk about him being a leader, and he was exactly that on that last defensive effort for FIU, not letting his guys get complacent, telling them all to stand up, get closer to the action, and cheer their defense on. He's keeping them all in the game.
Thank you, Amanda. His coach is impressed by the way he came in from Bowling Green. He was caught in a coaching change and an offensive change there. But they said when he showed up at FIU, there was nothing from the past. He knew it was an opportunity. And last year and this year, he's taken advantage. Lexington Joseph around the left side. And Joseph, no gain, is going to bring up 3rd down in about 4.
And you see this defense right now, 7 guys downhill, linebackers, quartermen, defensive linemen, everyone saying we are going to sell out to the run. We need to get a 3 and out right now. Good job by James Morgan, though, slowing this game down, bleeding the clock, using all 40 seconds here. But this is a big play here for this Miami defense. Must get off the field. Look out for Gator in the slot, 1-on-1 versus man.
Everyone coming. Morgan off his back foot finds Jones, who powers his way across the 25. He should have the first down. There's a man down. There are no flags down. Like Trajan Bandy, slow to get up.
That was a great job by James Morgan. Won the corner route, wasn't there. Smart enough to just check the ball down, get the ball into Jones's hands, and let's see if he can get the first down.
Well, that's Finley. And he was helped up, and he's on his way off the field. Bandy, it looked like on that play, got his hand caught in the tackle, but he stays in.
That was a big play right there. Now you continue to bleed clock right now. 6:24, 6:23, and no rush at all. You had 34 seconds. Maybe tell your big boys up front, hey guys, just relax for a second. Don't have to get ready to go. I got your back. We got 27 seconds before I have to snap the ball.
At least no one has collapsed. Not much there. Shaq Quarterman the first on the hit. Let's head to New York. Little update time. Brent Stover, what you got? Wow. We'll take a timeout here. FIU 23-10. The general play of the game.
Sage Lewis, banged up to start the year. Been playing his best ball the last couple weeks. 4th down early in this game. Gets the big stop right there to get his offensive ball back. This defense has been great, and he is the leader. Been playing great, like I said, these past couple weeks. Made some terrific plays here tonight.
Senior out of Opelika, Florida. 5:41 left. 2nd and 9. FIU trying to bleed clock, move the sticks. They've kept it on the ground. Anthony Jones getting outside is hauled down. Stays inbounds. Michael Pinckney made the stop.
Interesting tackle here by Pinckney. I think they grabbed some dreads, grabbed the helmet. Yeah, grabbed a little hair.
That should be a penalty because it looked like he had the back of the helmet. I think Miami may have dodged one there. As it is, it's 3rd down and 3.
I don't see this FIU team getting too cute here. Continue to run this clock out. I expect to run, see if you get the 1st down on the ground, and then force Miami to have to use another timeout.
He'll hold it, and Morgan is blasted. John Garvin gets him. And Miami's going to call a timeout with 4:51 left.
And probably not the best time to pull it either. Actually had the ability right there with Jones to get the 1st down. Would have had one-on-one with the linebacker that was about 4 yards deep.
And Miami, rather than let another 40 seconds come off the clock.
Well, now the goal is without timeouts left, you got to score and then onside kick. So you got to get going a little bit for FIU. Let's see how far this punter can kick the football.
Need points, need them quickly. Down 2 scores is Miami.
Well, they got the playmakers. There's no question about that. They've been sleeping a little bit tonight, but who knows what can happen here with just under 5 minutes to go in the game. They got the receivers, they got the tight end to score fast.
J.J. Osborne is deep. Heatherly, high, booming kick. My goodness. What a big kick. Now, the bounce isn't great for FIU, but the hang time is.
Well, you can get it up in those lights, too, is the key. I think these punters understand. Kick it high. See if we can use these lights, which these returners are not used to. Well, that's a great job right there, being able to flip the field.
All right, Aaron Murray, you're the offensive coordinator. You're Dan Enos now. I'm going to let you tell us what you think will work and what you think they've got to do to get it down the field and get it quickly into the end zone.
Well, it looks like we're going to go to timeout, but when we come back, I'm going to let you know, Rich. I'm going to figure it out with them. We'll have a plan ready to go.
We revisit our keys to the game, and it's brought to you by Ryan.
Well, for Miami offensively, the offensive line did not show up to work today. Along with the defensive line for Miami, biggest surprise, no sacks. FIU been running the ball decently at times. And then on the defensive side of the football, great job limiting the explosive plays and then creating some turnovers yourself. Caps off to those guys, man. 3 picks. Has held Miami to 10 points so far in this ball game.
All right, where's the yardage out there? Where are the plays? Where are the holes?
Well, I think you got to look for Mallory, the tight end, number 85. He has been Mr. Big Play so far this ball game.
4-man rush. Williams throw. Hey, you know what you're talking about. That's Will Mallory with the catch. And he does not have a first down, but there's a player down. And that is Alexis Jean-Baptiste.
It's going to happen at the end of the play. Yeah, just gets rolled up on all 4 guys. See that right leg. He's had a great ball game.
We'll step aside one more time. 2nd down and 1. Miami in need of quick points. Harris has the first down. Clock will continue to roll. Miami in their hurry up now. Down 2 scores.
And for FIU, this bend but don't break must happen. You see the 2 Tampa, keep everything in front of you.
Williams fires short. Caught there by KJ Osborne to the 43. That is short of the first down. And there's a couple of offensive linemen straggling behind who are limping.
And Zion Nelson, they're going to make him sit out a play.
And John Campbell Jr. is going to come in to replace him on that Miami offensive line. Manny Diaz pacing. FIU on the verge of an incredible upset here on the site of the old Orange Bowl. To the sideline. Mallory was trying to stay inbounds, not only when he caught it, but also on the pattern. When you see an official without his hat, that might mean he was out of bounds. Well, he looks like he's in.
Looks good from there.
Maybe the official is just spotting where he went out. Third down 4. Look at that on 3rd down, 1 of 8.
They're playing this 2 Tampa. Don't be afraid to check it down to your back over the ball.
Williams steps into the pocket, fires it short. That's caught by Thomas. And Thomas is not going to get the first down.
And that's not a good job by Thomas. He's in that kind of voided area where the Mike linebacker gets out. He needs to catch it, turn north, and get the first down. Don't go east and west.
I know this is hurry up, but this is 4th down and 1. Williams will throw it. Sets, looks, fires, sideline. It's caught. And that is Jeff Thomas, and that is a first down.
Yeah, that was a gutsy throw right there from Jaron Williams. Things are happening fast, the ability to slow things down. Once again, just another smash concept. Corner route with an out route. They're going to continue playing cover 2. You will continue to see this concept being thrown by 2-by-2 formations.
On 1st and 10, Williams pressured, steps up, fires, end zone, open, Pope, touchdown! Touchdown, Miami, Mark Pope.
And only Cushion in cover 2 gets out of position. He's eyeing up number 3 in the 4 verticals. Does not see the X receiver, the backside receiver, running scot-free down the sideline for the easy pitch and catch for the touchdown. Finally looking easy for this Miami offense.
Extra point is rather important. And it's good. So, 3:10 left. Miami does not have a timeout left.
Watch the safety. You're supposed to get off the hash. Don't leave your cornerback in cover 2 on an island. That's why you're playing 2 Tampa. That Mike linebacker is going to take the middle of the field. Your job is supposed to get off the hash right there. That should never happen. That's just a safety getting lazy, reading the quarterback's eyes instead of playing his responsibility. You know what that play was? It's the same play that Alabama and Tua scored to beat Georgia national championship game. Safety came over to number 3 vertical. Tua looked at him, came outside to number 1 on the backside, threw a dagger for a touchdown to win it. Same exact play right there for Miami.
Something tells me this Georgia man hasn't let that one go yet.
I wasn't there though. I
know.
I wasn't there though.
All right, here's the unique thing here. 3:10 left.
You don't have to kick a onside kick though.
Right, but Miami does not have a timeout.
Still don't have to kick one.
Understood.
Yep. They scored fast enough that they have the ability if they don't want to. It looks like they will kick the onside kick.
It's Bubba Baxa. It certainly looks like onside kick. The hands team is out to receive for FIU. And there it is. And it's recovered. Now it's a matter of math. And can you hold on to the ball and maybe get a first down if you're FIU?
Great job, number 38, Dames, not letting it bounce again. Just go catch it. Because that was actually, honestly, a pretty good kick right there. That takes one more bounce. I don't know who's getting that football.
This would be such an enormous win for this program, for Butch Davis. You talk about bragging rights.
And you become bowl eligible. Get to that number 6 win. Gain some confidence.
They'll keep it on the ground for sure. Jones straight ahead. And no way for Miami to stop the clock. One game left, and that's not an easy one. On the road against Marshall. That's a tough place to play. And we'll have it for you on CBS Sports Network next Saturday.
But how good does it feel knowing if you do finish this game out and win it, that you have clinched the ability to go to a bowl game. You're not stressing all week long saying we must win this game to get to a bowl. You got confidence, you're feeling pretty good, and go up there in Marshall and see if you can get that number 7 win if you take care of business here with 2:33 to go.
Morgan watching the play clock.
Get it all the way down under 2 seconds if you can.
This is Jones, and he's loose, and he's 10, and he's touchdown. "37 yards.
Great run, and I don't want to be Debbie Downer here, but get down and don't score. You're taught in this situation, just get down. You're still playing a Miami team that can score fast. They get an opportunity. If they score to kick another onside kick, you go down, the game's over with. Go down. I know you're in the moment. You're playing Miami. You want to score. You're wide open. You had the opportunity. Remember what Peyton Manning did a long time ago? He ran around the end, got down, ended the game. Ice it. But sweet run still. I'll give him some credit for that. Great run, great job by the offensive line. Next time, go down.
That's great analysis. I like that. Very well done, Aaron Murray. 29-17. To add the point. And now a 13-point lead. Let's take a look at that run.
Well, Shane McGoo, the center, number 55, has missed the last 2 games. Healthy, played a great job tonight, but watch him take over and really spring Anthony Jones here on the run. Great job, chipping, and then boom, get to number 2. And you see him fist pumping. I love it, an offense line fist pumping. Makes me happy up here in the booth. Great job blocking, great job with the jet sweep to distract the linebackers and safeties, and then Anthony Jones doing the rest.
Well, all right, I hear you on go down.
Go down.
He didn't.
Go down.
But here's a question for you. You're up 12. Why not a 2-point conversion to stretch it to 14?
Yeah, probably should have gone for that. I was so overwhelmed with disappointment with him not going down. I guess I wasn't thinking about going for 2 there.
I know, and look, it's hindsight, and it's all of that. So, but you're
playing against a team like Miami. They just scored fast. They have that big play ability.
And your point is,
don't give them the ball to score and possibly get an onside kick.
Your point is a great one because it essentially keeps Miami alive, although. That's a relative term, and there's not a lot of life left.
Yes. There's like 2% of life left instead of 0.
Short kick. It's Thomas. All right, now he's out to the 36, and of course, the fact that they onside kicked is a reflection of no timeouts. They didn't think they could manage that clock or bleed it down that far, and so
if I'm FIU too right now defensively, tell your safeties, if we're going to play 2 Tampa or whatever it is, cover 3, make sure you play your responsibilities. Don't get duped out by the quarterback looking one way. Just play your spot, keep everything in front of you. And if they're going to score a touchdown, make sure it's about 2 minutes and 9 seconds for them to score.
This is to Tampa with the two safeties almost as far away as Tampa right now. They're all the way back at the 30-yard line. That throw is incomplete. For those of you tuning in for Boise State, Utah State, you'll be able to find that online at cbssports.com/CBSSN as soon as it kicks off. And of course, we'll get you out there immediately after the conclusion of our game for Boise State, Utah State, and the Mountain West. This is an absolute stunner. FIU, 3 touchdown underdogs, in control from the very start, 3 interceptions, probably 5 balls knocked down. Second down 10. Williams throw. That's kind of a tumbling catch by Pope. Clock will stop. They move the chains. And Miami hurries up to the line.
If you're going to hit some big plays, it's going to be those dagger routes in the middle of the field just before that Mike linebacker.
Flag is down. Williams throw to the sideline. Harley out of bounds at the 45. I don't think anybody expected this.
Offside. Defense number 97. 5-yard penalty. Still first down. The clock will be on the snap.
I mean, the last 2 games that Miami played, that win in Tallahassee, 27-10 over Florida State, and then a wipeout of Louisville here. They go to Duke to finish ACC play next weekend. Down 2 scores. Butch Davis has been to 2 bowls already in his first 2 years at FIU. Osborne should get out of bounds. He does get out of bounds. It's a nice gain, and he's out of bounds. And there's a minute and a half left, 14 yards. I've seen this happen. You've seen it happen. A team down 2 scores at this point, scoring, onside kick, tying it or winning it. Doesn't happen often. Williams over the middle. It's caught there. It'll be a first down at the 14-yard line. It's Harley again. They'll hustle to the line with the clock stopped for the chase.
And that dig route right across the middle of the field. Soft spot in this defense. They've hit it a couple times on this drive. Still time. They score real quick. They're going to have time for an onside kick.
Williams short. Caught there by Harris, who busts his way down to the 2. That's going to stop the clock because that's a first down. It's a gain of about 15 yards. And now Miami needs to punch it in and get it in there quickly.
And Anthony Jones right now is sweating it out on the sideline because he didn't go down.
I think the officials are leading Olin Cushion off. I don't know if he went down to a knee and was starting to go down, but the officials have sent him off the field. Of course, Miami is doing all of this without a timeout. Clock should start, ready for play. And there it goes. Ooh, big hit. Short. Man, what a play. That's Richard Dames. He and his twin brother are good.
Great job right there. Getting skinny between the tackle and guard.
He looked fine there.
Yeah.
Off the field now. It allows Miami actually to call play, regroup, get up there, and go.
Yep. And time stop, so.
This strangely actually works in Miami's favor. Ready for play, so the clock starts. Williams looking to throw the ball, does back shoulder and incomplete. Osborne, the intended receiver.
Actually, a pretty good ball right there by Jaron Williams. Puts in his spot nice and high.
Jamal Anderson on the coverage.
Osborne just doesn't get around enough. 2 downs to get it. I think you got to pass the ball here. Unless it's a light box and you can just quarterback sneak it right now. I think throw it. You're ready for a screen out to the left to one of these receivers.
3rd down goal. There's the screen, and that's getting blown up. And Miami doesn't have time here, and they don't have it down to spike the ball. They cannot spike the ball. They got to get up and run a 4th and goal play. They can't waste this snap. It's 4th and goal. There's the snap. Williams looking, throwing open, touchdown. Wiggins. 31 seconds left.
And it's a nice little what we call a Saturn route. He's going to run a slant and then break it back out to the outside. Isaiah Brown, number 4, falls down on the play. And just a nice little easy pitch and catch from there. Bottom of your screen. A little handsy on both guys. I wouldn't say pass interference either way. Great route, though, by D. Wiggins. A little bit of life left. That 2%'s up to about 10% now, Rich.
Kick is good. Timeout. Miami needs an onside kick recovery. There's a few coulda, wouldas, and shouldas here. Had Jones gone down instead of scoring, FIU could have run out the clock, it seemed. And if FIU had gone for 2 after that touchdown, they might be up by 7. There's the onside kick, and it's covered, and it's FIU who's got it. And that is the ball game. Richard Dames on the special teams.
Second time getting it for Richard Dames.
And finally, an exhale from Butch Davis. Well, I don't know who saw this one coming. As well as Miami had played in the win over Louisville, and even on the road at Florida State. FIU at 3-4 in Conference USA and 5-5, but a week off to prepare. And there's the knee. That's the end. James Morgan, Butch Davis, and FIU with an enormous upset on the grounds of the old Orange Bowl in Marlins Park. Little brother takes down big brother.
What a game, man. Fun from the very first start. That defense for FIU showed up. Big play after big play after big play. And then James Morgan and Anthony Jones doing their part on the offensive side, making some big plays here in the 4th quarter to put it out of reach.
What a scene. This was Marlins Park was a great host tonight. This place was jumping. It was lively. It was noisy. There were FIU fans, plenty of Miami fans. Both bands were great. Butch Davis returns to the site of the Orange Bowl. Aaron Murray, that was a fun ride. For Amanda Balionis and Aaron Murray, I'm Rich Waltz. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network. 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Out to Logan, Utah, Carter Blackburn, Aaron Taylor, and A.J. Ross. Boise State, Utah State. Goodbye from Marlins Park.